Today's featured trail is the Hermosa Creek Trail in the Durango, Colorado area. And if you haven't ridden in Durango before, I'd highly recommend it. It's one of the top places in the U.S. for mountain biking. It's the town is about 6,000 feet, and but the mountains that surround it are just amazing. You know, just really, really tall mountains. It's kind of the town itself is kind of down in this valley amongst all these amazing this amazing mountain range. And the riding there is spectacular. There's so many different places to ride, and some super high elevation rides too. And I actually spent some time in Durango a couple years back, and did some training there when I was racing. And it's a neat place. You know, the town is really all about mountain biking. A lot of pro riders have lived there at one time or another. I think a fair amount of pros still live there and train a lot there. So it's definitely sort of a hot spot as far as the American mountain bike scene goes. This trail in particular, the Hermosa Creek Trail, is one that I actually haven't ridden before, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. So I thought I'd kind of give you some info on it, and maybe you can check it out yourself. So the trail itself is about 20 miles, and well, let me clarify that. There's actually a shuttle way to do it, and as well as an out and back way to do it on the trail. If you do the shuttle option, you would drive up to Durango Mountain Resort, and it's a ski resort just a bit north of Durango, and you start there, and it's a 20-mile more or less mostly descent. It's a 3,000-foot drop down to the little town of Hermosa, which is just a little bit north of Durango. And it's not all descending. There's some climbing in there, but I don't think it's too bad. There's a little bit of technical stuff, but it from what I hear, it doesn't look like it's going to be really rough. And I've actually got a video that will be posted on the site under this podcast episode. So if you want to get an idea of what it looks like, definitely check that out. Overall, it's geared towards intermediate to advanced riders. And so, if you are doing the shuttle, you would basically just drive up there and then maybe mainly downhill. If you want to do the out and back, it'd be a pretty good climb up, but it looks like it's fairly, consistent grade, not too rough, because you're basically following the Hermosa Creek, which kind of gently drops down there. But it looks like it's a great kind of flowy trail. Looks like a lot of fun. It looks like a beautiful area too. So definitely the next time I get to Durango, I'm going to ride this one for sure. So when to ride this, I believe would be basically summer and fall. When you're starting out up at the Durango Mountain Resort, it's pretty high up. I think it's almost about 10,000 feet. So they're going to have some pretty good snowpack until about the summertime. And then you probably get some riding in the fall before the snow flies again. And other things to consider when riding this, I would definitely bring lots of food and water. Who knows, what can happen out there on a 20-mile ride, and you're pretty much out there in the wilderness, so you want to make sure you're prepared for that. Well, not technically in the wilderness, but you know what I mean, just in the kind of rugged areas where there may not be that many people. And another thing to take is extra clothing. I know from personal experience that the Durango area gets these monsoon storms in the summertime. I've been stuck in one before, and it was pretty rough. So definitely want to make sure you've got a rain jacket and maybe just some extra clothing to keep you warm, just in case that happens. And I'll also include one of the local bike shops that I know of in Durango there. I'll include a link in the article for this podcast. So that they should be able to get you some good information on, if you do plan on a trip there, they can get you set up with everything you need. So, all right. Well, that's pretty much it for the trail review. All right. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for mountainbikeriding.com, episode number 4. I hope that some of the climbing tips helped, and hopefully you can get out there and maybe put some of those into action. And I hope that the trail review was exciting, and maybe you'll consider riding Hermosa Creek Trail in the near future. I know I'll probably be getting up there soon. So yeah, and like I said, if you've got any comments or questions on what's happening here, and just general mountain biking questions, I'd love to hear from you. So leave a comment or question under any of the articles, or you can also call that voicemail line too, and that's 928-637-6149. And also, if you want to stay up to date on what's happening here, the best thing to do is sign up for the email newsletter. And there's a box in the upper right hand corner of the website where you can sign up for that. And you also get the mountain biking gear checklist that I've put together. It's just sort of a basic list of things that you should consider taking on a mountain bike ride. And by signing up for the newsletter, you get that checklist for free. So, all right, well, I think that's it, and we'll talk to you soon. And I hope you have a great next ride.